The exploration and mapping of underwater caves is one of the most dangerous things that you could do, but somebody has to do it, and here's why.
So here's a good one. As a map maker, we're trying to show where these voids are. We're going into the cave and we're following the water that is pushing in our face. So we're swimming upstream like a salmon, right? And we're following the water flow to see where it comes from. And a lot of times we get into these great big rooms and big voids in the earth. And a lot of times, right where we map where these big voids are, there was a plan to build a wastewater treatment plant, maybe like right there. So we're able to take our information and show it to anybody who will listen and say, this is what is here. If you do this, you're liable to have a wastewater treatment plant 200 feet below, sunk in the ground. And we've stopped a lot of things just through mapping the aquifer and showing where these rooms are. Now, the cool thing about it is the rooms are a geologic specimen. They're so beautiful, they'll blow your mind. If you go right out here, there's a little kiosk with Silver Glen Springs map and the photo of the room right underneath it, and you'll see the big room and the photo of it, what I'm talking about. That's why we do it.
When I'm dead and gone, and we're all dead and gone, and this cave right here is mined and gone, and there's an apartment complex here, the only thing that's going to exist is this historical document that we produce. We're actually the hardcore explorers, scientists, observers, artists who are documenting part of the earth. And sometimes it gets you out on the end of the envelope there. When I get in that cave, all life leaves, and I'm just exploring, probably very similar to the astronauts who went around the dark side of the moon.
So the question was, what motivates us to keep doing it? Something like that? Right? Yeah. It still comes from the very first times and what inspired me as a kid. The way the water eroded the geology. And as you're descending through the geology, you're going through a time capsule, Florida's sea bottom pass. So you're seeing what happened last year, 5 years ago, 10,000 years ago, 50 million years ago. You're actually seeing it, you're in it, you're feeling it, you're experiencing it. And that is all what grabs me. Part of being an advocate with me is trying to inspire how beautiful it really is. A lot of what we're talking about, when I get 2,000 feet inside of a cave, we don't see any of this in a lot of the caves. A lot of the caves 2,000 feet back, they still look exactly like they did 20,000 years ago. It's absolutely amazing, and that's what inspires me to go there, because we're going to a place right here under our feet, not far away, that is completely undisturbed by a human being. And it's these visions and all these kinds of things that keeps me going, that keeps my adrenaline going towards it, and keeps me in the studio producing documents about it that will be here long before or way after we are gone. So that's the real motivating factor for me, is that initial spark that happened when I was a kid.
If you want to be part of the preservation of Florida Springs, go jump in, feel the beauty of it, get involved and make a difference for Florida's fresh and natural water.